we become one. Not two halves that make a whole, but mirrors of each other to see the divine union that has been there all along. I'm filled with immense gratitude for you to walk this path of life with me as my teacher, my partner, my friend, and my love. So many words cannot possibly describe how much I love you. In fact, love is not a verbal confirmation at all, but something that is felt, embodied, and lived.
When I first heard about Shane, I had never seen Delaney so giddy. She came in my room with a giant smile on her face, and she was like, I met a boy.
I can really thank him for the one who encouraged me to go upside down on a snowboard.
Yeah, Delaney and I are talking, and she asks me to keep an eye on Shane, that she doesn't want him hurting himself doing flips on a snowboard so soon before the wedding.
He crouched on top of the loft and jumped off the loft onto my bed. And my first thought was like, oh, so my sister's dating Tarzan. That's great.
So we're walking, and Shane's asking me about, my youth and my upbringing and stuff. And I'm like, there wasn't a whole lot of hugging going on and not a ton of I love yous, but we were a tight-knit family. And he stops, and he looks at me, and he goes, I love you, Mike. And he gives me a hug. I'm like, this is kind of awkward. But he is a good hugger, so I'm going to hug him back. And the true story, though, and I'm like, wow, I can see why Delaney loves this guy so much. He's the real deal.
Ever since you danced your way over to me at that Xavier Rudd concert, when I looked over and I saw you out the corner of my eye, you were like a light with a tornado of moths just swirling around you. Everyone wanted a piece of your magic, and I was like, that girl's definitely the hottest girl here, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to compete. And so I just closed my eyes and just let go into the music and just let the vibes hit me. And the next thing I knew, she's right next to me, just beaming at me. And I don't know what we said, maybe a few things, but then all I remember is she looked at me and she was like, we should be friends. And I was like, hell yes, we should be friends. It's on.
Delaney, you make people feel ambitious and courageous, and you lead by example.
Going through my hardest times and my darkest times, I turned to Shane, and I found someone who heard me and listened to me and met me with nothing but compassion and understanding and love.
Kindolele
every single moment feels like I'm out of my body. It's a dream, and I know Delaney feels the same way. And having you guys support our love and showering us with your juju, it's the best day of my life, hands down.